It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we got a beer from, well, I'm really excited about it for a start because I start a lot of beer reviews these days saying I'm really excited by that beer. And that's because I've had some really good beer recently. And I'm not afraid to stand here and show my emotions show my excitement for really good beer. And I believe I've got another one here to show you today. This is by Northern Monk and none other than Timothy Taylor's. It's called Northern Rising Unity Stout, a draft stout at 4.4% ABV. Now, if you're looking at that Timothy Taylor's sign there and you're wondering where you've probably seen this brewery before, they do a really good beer called Landlord. Landlord's like a kind of classic English pale ale. I went up in 2012 to have a look at the Magic Rock Brewing Company when they first opened their new brewery. Richard Burhouse was really excited to get me up there and have a look at the brewery and film it. It's on YouTube if you want to take a look. I look a lot younger. It was 13 years ago. But I remember being taken to a bar by Richard Burhouse, the owner of Magic Rock, and he said, try that. This bar had maybe 15 different taps on, all of the amazing, exciting IPAs out there at the time. And he started me off on a Timmy Taylor's Landlord because he knew, from me being down in South Wales, travelling up to Leeds, Huddersfield even, in Yorkshire, I swore at the people of Huddersfield then, didn't I? That there was probably not much of a likely chance, because it was cask beer, of me trying Landlord on cask. And I remember having a half of this and thinking, this is absolutely quaffable. We were in a traditional pub. It was poured, it was looked after, it was really tasty, and it was kind of like that beery kind of excitement you get when you hear about these beers. I could have picked the bottle up in Waitrose if I wanted to back in the day, and I probably did, but it was a case of trying it on cask up in Yorkshire, and it was brilliant, a brilliant beer. So I really enjoyed Timothy Taylor's beers. Oh, I kind of respect their brewery, and of course Northern Monk too. Northern Monk had a bit of a up and down relationship with Northern Monk recently, a bit like I do with Tiny Rebel, but that's only because I care. That's only because I want them to produce the best beer that they possibly can, and when they don't, I tell them. And there's nothing wrong with that, I don't think. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. I think you hit a level of quality. You hit them heights, and you can't wiggle out of that, I don't think. You look at Brewdog's reputation now, when they were producing some of the best beers in the world, to now they're producing, well, it's pretty atrocious beer, Brewdog now, isn't it, compared to where it was. But it doesn't happen in other industries. The quality of Jaguars have always been the same, haven't they? Rolls-Royce, Aston Martins, BMWs. You always expect a good level of quality. It's only in brewing and perhaps food that things start off really good and then they kind of go downhill a little bit. Well, it's my job as a reviewer to tell you all about it, isn't it? Go on the journey that the brewer chooses to go on with them, but tell the public. We got a one finger tan coloured head. It's a jet black beer in the glass. It looks really, really good. A draft stout, so probably a beer that's going to compete with the likes of Brewdog Jet Black Heart, your Guinnesses, your Murphys. Camden Town brought out a Camden Stout recently, I think a lot of brewers have recognised that there's a market to steal from Guinness, really, isn't it, with draft stout. So let's see Northern Monk's offering with Timothy Taylor. Let's see if they produce a good one here. Aroma. Smells really good. Chocolate, coffee, caramel. Loads of roasted malt. Let's get in. Cheers, everybody. Thank you, Stephen Claxon. Beer was sent from Stephen Claxon and the wonderful Trembling Madness up in York. Even Thornbridge had a go at this. I had Thornbridge's beer, the draft stout, about a month ago, and it wasn't very good. So they're all having a go at this draft stout. This is good. This is good. This is that kind of competition that is slightly above the rest. I think this is probably up there with Anspach and Hobday's London Black. It's a really good example of a draft stout. When they talk about draft stout, they're talking about kind of pumping nitrogen through the beer. You get that kind of like, although I don't think this is a nitrogen beer, to be honest with you. No, I just think this is an old-fashioned draft stout without the nitrogen. Well, I mean nitrogen, you know, that Guinness pour, you know, that dun 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 dun. Remember the horses running along the beach, that and they show the nitrogen flowing up the glass of the. You can see it in the Guinness pour, yeah. That's a nitro pour. This doesn't have that. It's just a really decent, solid, drinkable, roasty, toasty, decent mouthfeel, creamy and rich. Drink six cans of this. This for me is a winter, autumn, early spring when it's cold 6-can affair. It's really good. A little bit of plum, a little bit of raisin, a little bit of prune on the back end, a little bit of kind of, it's a little bit hoppy. Great mouthfeel, great head retention. It's just a solid stout this. So for me, if this was sitting next to Guinness on the shelf, this would be in my trolley all day long. In fact, I think I missed a trick. I think I probably should have reviewed this next to Guinness. I've got a can in the fridge. Probably missed a trick there, to be honest with you, because this would pull down Guinness's pants and smack it round the bum cheeks. It's really good. Really good stout. A collaboration between two of the North's finest breweries, resulting in a silky smooth nitro stout. Oh, it is a nitro stout. Oh, it is a nitro stout. I mean, fair enough. It doesn't feel like a. It doesn't really feel. Maybe they use a little bit less of that kind of nitro kind of. It doesn't have the ball. It doesn't have that kind of, you know, that Guinness. Remember the old Boddingtons used to rattle a can? It used to be like a ball in the bottom or something. Doesn't have it. They've just kind of perhaps brewed it as a nitro beer and put it in a normal can. And perhaps that's the way to go about it. Perhaps that's the way to do it. It's blooming lovely. 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. I like the fact that, you know, it's so easy in life, isn't it, to like where I am, it's so easy to berate it and it's always wet, it's always rain. It's so easy to put down where you live. I like the fact that Northern Monk, definitely Northern Monk, they're really proud of the North. They're really proud of it, and so they should be. They're always displaying their pride for the North on their cans, on their beer, in their message, and I think that's a great thing. It's a great thing. They have a very special beer industry up in the North. They really do. Anything north of Birmingham, and you're drinking traditional, fantastic cask beer. It's probably it needs to become a national treasure. I think that what Johnny's doing at Craft Beer Channel with trying to get 100,000 signatures to protect and make it like a national treasure, if you like. I'm putting it into my own words here, but I think it needs to happen. It really does. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom. Cheers.